shot got antsy, which is a crime and is completely unsanitary. To the beat she stood there, absolutely silent. Then she took the hose and it got extremely violent. Whole yard soaked in under 4 minutes. Grandmother laughing till she couldn't finish sentences. Nozzle turns, the war begins. Nobody remembers who wins. Not a fight and not a game. Just a yard that's not the same. Hose water ambush, cold across the back. Everything that's dignified is gone inside the crack of a second. Nobody stays a grown up out here. Basement near the wet grass are ringing in the ear. Take the whole soaking, it's the point of the day. That's the only way to play. Sub splashes low of a soaking deck. Low and colder than the wreck. Feel the whole yard lose its check. Auntie one, she always wins, that's established. Sat back down with her plate slightly ravaged by the water and completely unbothered. Said y'all should know better to her own daughter. Everybody tried in about 20 minutes. That's a summer, that's the whole business. And if you're at a family thing and it's stiff, everybody's polite and the air is a cliff. The hose is right there, it's coiled and waiting. One shot at an end and the whole thing's abating. Somebody has to start it. Stop debating. Ambushed by hose water, drying in the sun. Everything from about today came completely undone. Nobody got mad and everybody got hit. It's beneath the picnic table soaking in it. Take the whole cold, it lasted an hour. That's the only family power. The rule was nobody starts it, I started it. That's the only family power. That's the only family power. The rule was nobody starts it, I started it. Somebody dragged a speaker of fire, and civilization ended. Beach at 11 with the driftwood stacked high. Kid with the truck brought a cabinet from a supply closet at his job. That thing is enormous, wired to a battery in a way that's not gorgeous, but it works. And the fire and the box are now the entire center of the rocks. 40 people showed and nobody was invited. Fire does that, fire is the whole indictment of the group chat and the calendar invitation. Light a thing of vision you created and snake at the nage. By midnight nobody knows who anybody is. Everybody's family, that's the biz. Flame up, the bass kicks in. Everything since we beginning of time is in this ring. Fire and a low instinct. They spin, bonfire roaring on the sand. Everything about tonight was never once been planned by anyone. Nobody organized a thing. Days beneath the driftwood, doing what the flames sing. Feed the whole fire till the fire runs out. That's the only fire about. The boom is low off a hollow cone, low and older than the bone. Feel the whole beach find its home. Battery died at 3 and the music stopped dead. Everybody groaned and then somebody said nothing, and the fire was still going, and that turned out to be completely enough showing us that the speaker was the excuse. The fire's the thing, that's the truth. And to whoever needs a reason to gather, a theme, a plan, an occasion that matters, like something that's it, that's the whole engine. 10,000 years of us doing this pension free, just light it, then let it in. Bonfire and bass spin, embers in the dawn. Everything that gathered here was gathered and then gone. By 6 and nobody exchanged a single number. Face beneath the wet sand, sinking into slumber. Take the whole fire, it was civilization returned.
Closer to the whole Atlantic. Nothing announces it and nothing is rushing. That's the most patient violence in nothing. When it comes, no one asks. Everything is under glass. Not a warning, not a wave. Just the ocean taking pain. Tide comes in late, quiet as a thief. Everything that stood out here is going underneath. Nobody argues with the moon and the pull. Base beneath the wet rock, patient and full. Watch the whole ocean take back what it lent. That's the only real living. Sub rose low with the waters climb. Low and older than the time. Feel the whole coast relive. Low and older than the time. Waited too long once and I had to swim back 200 yards in the dark with a pack on my shoulder. That was stupid and I knew it. Tide doesn't negotiate, it does what it does. It doesn't hate you, it will make an exception. Learn, respect the hard way, that's the lesson. And if you're waiting on a thing that seems never coming, a shift, a change, slowly approaching something. It moves like water, which is to say invisibly. Look away for an hour, come back and see how far it came, that's the key. Late tide arriving, covering the flat. Everything exposed tonight is under where I sat. No rushing it happened and it happened all the same. Base beneath the breakwater, quiet as a name. Take the whole ocean, it comes back every time. That's the only steady rhyme. 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 The water arrived and the rock is gone. Stand on the bridge at 2 and the highway breathes on you. Pedestrian overpass above 8 lanes, chain link on both sides and a coat of old paint. Nobody uses it, there's nothing on either side except the neighborhood and the planet died. Best buy in this city and nobody knows. Trucks come through and the whole structure goes. Send me a 70, pushes a wall of air up through the grating and it hits you like a call from something enormous. I've stood there for hours watching lights come at me at 100 miles per hour and leave. bridge, do it stick.
Having a bad year, didn't say anything, just stood him up there. 40 minutes of trucks in the wind and the shaking. He said okay at the end, that's all it was taking. Something about scale, you can't hold a small problem over your lanes of the world, it just solves them. If your thing has gotten too big in your head, if it's grown all night in the dark of your bed, go find something with actual scale. A highway, a harbor, a train on a rail. Stand over it, watch yourself, second or
everything that broke through here is somewhere else and more. I'm coming in up, ending up, healing overtaken. Leaving them debris, now humming in the crime.
take the whole rush and it never runs out. That's the only certain route. Stand on the bridge at 5 and the highway sleeps. Stand on the bridge at 5 and the highway sleeps.
My mother's speaker is louder than anything I buy.
1986, silver two cassette decks. One of them's broken and I don't regret keeping it that way. She taped from the radio every Sunday for a decade. That's the whole archive of a woman between 20 and 30. 31 tapes in a shoebox, dusty. Deep batteries, 8 of them, that's the requirement. Cost more than the music, but it's the whole environment. She carried it to work, to the beach, to the laundry. Whole life soundtracked out of that one body of plastic. My Bluetooth thing cost triple. Sounds thinner than a puddle in a ripple. Play click, the tape starts turning. Everything a woman's earning on a Sunday in a year. 1986 is here. Boombox Inheritance, heavier than gold. Everything she taped in there is 39 years old. Louder than the thing I bought last spring. Bass beneath the kitchen towel, rattling the ring on the counter. Take the whole silver box, that's the only one she's got. Sub thumbs low through a paper cone. Low end, fatter than the phone. Feel the decade in the tone. Play tape 11 and her handwriting's on it. Songs for driving, I have driven to it. Every year since she died on the same route she used to take. I don't know all the songs, but I know the order and the order is her. That's a person in a sequence, that's the blur. Somebody in your family made a mixtape, a playlist, a shoebox, a burned CD to escape with. That's not all junk in a drawer of the dead. That's the actual order of somebody's head. Play it in order, that's what they said. Inheritance in the boombox, batteries and all. Everything my mother was is hanging in that hall. He wanted enough for my brother for it. Bass beneath the kitchen where she used to store it. Take the whole silver, it outlasts us. That's the only thing I trust.
it to the light and none of us can speak. Been out here since the Friday that has ended. Somebody's shoes are gone and nobody's offended. Everybody's voices are rasping a rumor, sending everything in a very good humor. About it, that's the state of a group of six. Nothing left in any of us, that's the fix. Sky started gray and then it did the thing where it goes ridiculous, that unfair pink. Over water, everybody stopped talking, which after 9 hours of continuous squawking, a genuine miracle, 11 people quiet, facing east, that's the whole riot. Light comes, nobody speaks, everything we've been all weekends, right here in this exact ordinary holy fact. Sunrise tastes like salt, dry across our tongue, yeah, picture 3's dumb. Everything we did last night is finished and it's done. Nobody wants it to be in it. Face beneath the wet sand, easing up the fizz, watch the police till the east is just day. That's the only end I stay. Sub rolls low with the last of the dark, low and fading with the spark. Feel the whole night take its mark. Drove home at 7 with the windows all down. Whole car silent through a waking up town. People gonna work and we're going to bed. Past the man with the coffee who just shook his head. Knowingly, he's been us, that's the nod. Between the night and the morning, that's the God. And if you never stayed out until the sky did it, never push the night past the point where you quit it. Do it once for the party, for the end. There's a color at 6 that you can't comprehend from a bed. Go be the friend. Salt in the sunrise, drying on the skin of the line. Everything the night gave out is where the day begins. Nobody explaining to somebody who slept base beneath the boardwalk where the whole thing was kept. Take the whole morning, we all lost in the dark. That's the only finish mark. Made it to the light and none of us needed to speak. One bird starts it and the whole world agrees to be a day. 4:41 and the dark is still complete. Then one bird somewhere in a tree down the street says something. Just once, then nothing. Then again, that's the first thing, that's the something. That begins everything and nobody hears it except the people who couldn't sleep. We hear it. Second one answers about a minute later. Different tree, different pitch, and it's greater than the first because the first was a question. Second one confirms it, that's the whole session. By 5 there's 100 and it's just noise. 4:41 is the part with the poise. One bird and the silence stretches. Nobody but insomniacs catches this exact and tiny thing. That's the actual start of spring. First bird sound cutting through the dark. Everything about to happen starts with that one mark. Nobody's awake to hear it and I always am. Based beneath the window frame, quiet as a lamb. Wait for the whole 100. It takes 20 minutes. That's the only clock I'm in. Sub hums low as the black turns blue. Low and fading with the view.
about it and she said that's beautiful. She's ain't you, she uniquely beautiful. I like her on both counts and I know it. I treat the sleep, I'd absolutely blow it. Before you're born in a bird in a tree, nobody in this town hears that but me. And if you're awake at it now, you shouldn't be angry. What math on the sleep dead freely. Take yourself up from the window instead. There's a thing that happens that you never have that from a pillow. It's worth the dread. Sound of the first bird buried in the 100. Everything that follows it as thoroughly outnumbered. The one that started it and I heard the one bass beneath the rooftop, then it with the sun. Take the whole minute, it's all that I get. That's the best trade. Became a day. And the world became a day. Between 5 and 6, nobody in the world knows where I am. Everybody's asleep and the job starts at 8. That's a full hour, that is not on a slate. Anywhere, not in a calendar, not in a plan. Not owed to a boss and not owed to a man or a woman or a child. I got up at 5, that's an hour I stole. That's how I stay alive. Coffee, a chair, and a window facing east. Not doing anything, that's the entire feast. People ask, what do you do with it? Nothing. That's the point. Every other hour I'm producing something for somebody. This one's a leak in the system. That's the physique. 5 a.m. Nobody knows. That's the only time it goes. Not a schedule, not a chore. Just an hour. Nobody saw. Stolen hour taken from the dark. Everything I own out here won't leave a single mark. On any legend, nobody builds for a 5. Base beneath the kitchen chair, keeping me alive. Take all hour, it belongs to no one. That's the only theft I've done. Sub hums low through a sleeping house, slow and quiet as a mouse. Hear the whole clock gun house. Did it for I never once told ain't word anybody at work. And I'm 4 years old. Boss thinks I'm rested, wife thinks I'm strange. Both of them right and neither of them change. What that hour is, I give up the sleep twice over. That's the key. And if every hour of your day as an owner, a meeting, a child, a boss, a loner, on your time, go steal one at the front. Nobody's watching, nobody wants. 5 a.m. Take the whole run. Hour that was stolen, ending with the light. Everything I did with it was absolutely nothing right. Years so productive and it saved the whole year. Place beneath the window frame, easing out the fear. Take the whole quiet, it costs you some sleep. That's the only thing I can. Between 5 and 6, I was completely unfittable. Slaves, and I am the only person alive. 5:15 on a Sunday in August. Interstate empty in a way that's preposterous. 4
rows low through an empty span, low and wider than the plan. Feel the whole road understand. Excited at fourth cause the point isn't distance. Point is the heaven, not the goal in the distance. Got a coffee, drove home in the same empties. Past one truck, and we both did the flash of the headlights. That's a whole society. Have you never driven to see with nobody in it? Set an alarm for a Sunday 5 and begin it. It's a version of every place you live that exists for an hour and it's ready to give. Everything go take what it gives. Wake on vacant, filling up by 8. Everything that's mine now will belong to the freight. And the coolers and a million small trips. About price based and interchange, easing off the grip. Take the whole hour, it's the emptiest gift. It's the only kind live. 6 lanes, and now there are others. Good morning. Everything we own last night as an owner again. Sun's fully up and the street is just a street. Bars a locked door and the field is a field complete with a fence and a sign that we absolutely ignored 8 hours ago when the whole world was ours. Now a man in a vest is picking up cans. In the night we were kings, all belongs to his hands. That's fine, that's the trade and we knew it going in. Nothing about a night is designed to begin again in the morning. It's supposed to. Everything we said at 3 is not owed to anybody now, and that's the actual mercy. Morning takes it back, that's not a curse. See, sun up alone comes through. Everything we do, everything we do. Everything we borrow through, and it goes right back at 8. That's the deal, that's the freight. The morning takes it back, every single hour. Everything the dog gave us wasn't off the power. Past 6, and that's exactly why it worked. Face beneath the daylight with the whole thing look. Give the whole night back, we'll borrow it again. That's the only deadline. So face low as the traffic starts low and handing back the parts. Feel the daylight take the heart. Slept till 2 and I woke up ordinary. Job on Monday and a phone that's not scary anymore. Full of texts from a group that was the nation 9 hours ago. In a loop of a night, everybody's just people by noon. That's the point, that's why we go soon. And if you're mourning a night that isn't it too clean, wishing you could hold it, wishing you could keep the scene. It only worked because it had a hole at the end. Nothing infinite is anything a body can spend. Let it go back, then go again. In the end, na na na, 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 in the end, na na na. Take it back, gentle and complete. Everything we were out there is folded in the street and gone in Fridays. Only 5 days out, out base beneath the ordinary, quiet as a dog. Give the whole thing over, we already won. That's the only set inside. Everything we own last night we'll borrow back on Friday. Everything we own last night we'll borrow back on Friday.
DJ knows, and the crowd knows, and nobody says it. 4:52 and the setting's at 5. Everybody in here has been genuinely alive for 6 hours, and the body is finished, but the head isn't. Nobody's diminished. The commitment. Then the first 4 bars land. Every single person understands. It's the one that he's been saving. Everybody knew he had it in the craving. Was the whole night, honestly the waiting. Arms go up in a way that's not staged. It's a reflex, that's how you know it's the real thing. 600 people doing the exact same thing. First bar, the room goes up. Everybody fills the cup. Not a song and not a sing. Just the best we're gonna get. Last song of the night. Tearing through the dark. Everything we came for is arriving in an arc that ends. And everybody's feeling the end. Place beneath the whole floor, breaking and mend. And at once, sing the whole thing to the lights. That's the only end that's right. That's the only end that's right. That's the only end that's right. Sub drops low for the final time. Low and climbing up the spine. Feel the whole room realign. Lights came up hard and the room looked terrible. Sticky floor, cheap paint, and it was unbearable, but beautiful. Everybody blinking and hugging strangers who've been strangers and are now something else. Filed out into a morning that was blue. Best 3 minutes of the year is true. And to whoever leaves early to beat the traffic, who skips the last one because the parking is tragic. The last song is the entire reason for the door. Everything before it was a rehearsal for those 3 minutes. Don't leave before night's final song. Dying with the lights. Everything we built in here is over, and it's right that it's over. Nobody wants a night with no floor. Place beneath the exit where we're spilling out the door. Take the whole ending, it's the best of it. That's the only perfect fit. The DJ knew, we all knew, and we stayed. Called every Sunday for about 7 months early. Then that's in holidays and a text of Thanksgiving. That's how it goes, and I'm not making a living out of guilt about it. That's the shape of a leaving, but the lights stayed on. That's the grieving. Came back at 28 in a February, broke, holding in the midnight, and I honestly choked, cause that porch light was on, same bulb, same yellow. Been on all 9 years for a specific fellow who wasn't coming until he was. Mother never meant, that's what love does. Bulb on, no one's asked. 9 years and it's so fast. Bulb on, no one's asked. 9 years and it's so fast. Not a message, not a plea, just a light that's meant for me. Push light, loyalty, burning through the years. Everything I didn't call about, that bulb still hears. Nobody said a word, and the switch never flipped. Base beneath the front steps where my whole life slipped. Leave the whole light on, it's the only sentence that's the only kind of patience. Home slow through a wooden door, low and older than before. Feel the yellow hit the floor. Asked her about it on the second night home. She said electricity cheap and she left it alone. Which will ever say about it. That's the familial talk, we just do it. Changed the boat myself before I left again. She modest, she noticed, neither of us said when. And if there's a light that somebody left on for you, a phone that's still charged, a spare key that's still true. Go back once, you don't have to explain it. Just pull in the drive and let the yellow contain it. That's the payment. Loyalty in the porch light, yellow in the cold. Everything unspoken in that house is what I hold. Nobody ever mentioned it and it burned every night. Place beneath the driveway in the night light. Take the whole yellow, it's the only word. That's the loudest thing I've heard. That bulb is still on, I changed it myself. Three blades, one wobble, and 1,000 nights of watching. Ceiling fan installed by a man who was hurrying. I've standing by a half inch in the wobble is worrying to guess. I've stopped seeing it, it's my metronome. Every thought I've ever had in this room has been timed to that wobble. That's not exaggeration. Whole in a life set to a bad installation. Can't sleep at 2, so I'm counting rotations. I'll take a 90 in a familiar rotation. I've passed the money, won the mother, won the one, the one. About a thing I said in 2001 to a person who has certainly forgotten. Fan doesn't care, fan just keeps riding. Dating, wobble, wobble, hum. Every I have ever done comes around at the same speed. That's the only clock I need. Slow fan ceiling, turning to the dark. Everything I can't put down comes around at the same speed. That's the only clock I need. Slow fan ceiling, turning through the dark. Everything I can't put down goes round and leaves a mark on nothing. Nobody's awake to hear the list. Face beneath the mattress, steady as a fist. Watch the whole wobble till the wobble is sleep. That's the only count I keep. Stop, hum, slow with the motors drag low and matching the same flag. Feel the whole room start to sag. Fixed it last spring 'cause my wife couldn't stand it. Guy came out and he perfectly rebalanced it. Now it's silent and it's perfectly centered. And I have not slept a full night since he entered this house. Told her and she left and said unbelievable. Then she loosened one screw, that's a woman worth keeping. And if there's a broken sound that you sleep to, a pipe, a fan, a train that goes deep through the night. Don't fix it because I guess that it's wrong. Your nervous system wrote a whole song around that flaw, keep it long. Ceiling fan slowly wobbling again. Everything unbearable is time to the pin being loose. And I sleep now and I don't know why. Face beneath the bed frame humming like a sigh. Take the whole wobble, it's the actual cure. That's the only thing that's sure.
she been the same since the beginning of spring. Nobody likes it for the machinery's off. That's why they call it a witch and hour is soft. The waitress refilled us without being asked twice. Third time she just let the whole carafe and said, you two look like you need the pot. That's the kindness that cost her exactly not anything. And I thought about it years. From a button on a frequency that he shares. 4 a.m. the car comes down. Everybody's honest now. Not a breakdown, not a scene. Just an hour in between. 4 a.m. kindness poured into a cup. Everything unsayable came finally up and out. Nobody performs at this hour. Bass beneath the vinyl booth, gentle in its power. Stay in the whole hour. It closes at 5. That's the only place alive. Sub hums low with the fridge's tone low and warmer than the phone. Feel the whole night not alone. Left at 5:30 and the sky was going hugged in the light and we drove separate ways. Never talked about that comfort phase and again was correct. 4 a.m. is a room you go in and then leave. You don't carry it to Tuesday. That's the whole rule, that's the doorway. And if somebody tells you something at 4 in the morning, something they never say with the sun and warning, don't bring it up at lunch, don't make it a thing, just know it, carry it, let daylight bring. It's all manners, that's the offering. And it's at 4 a.m. cooling in the cup. Everything we said in there staying folded. Nobody references it and we both still know. Bass beneath the parking lot in the pre-dawn glow. Take the whole hour, it does come twice. That's the only honest price. Whatever we said at 4, we meant, and we kept. He carries one for a reason that has nothing to do with smoking. Quit in a March about 14 years back. Still keeps one loose in the front of his pack. Pocket never lights it, never will. Says it's the excuse and the excuse is the skill of stepping outside when a room gets too much. Nobody questions a man with a smoke and a touch. Watch him at weddings and he does it every hour. Walks out the side door with his little paper flowers. Stands for 5 minutes doing absolutely nothing. Comes back and restored and completely functioning. For another 60, that's the technology. Better than anything in modern psychology. Step out, nobody asks. Everybody knows the task. Not a habit, not a vice, just an unlit bye. Cigarette, nobody smokes, held between 2 fingers. Everything a room takes out of you, out here it lingers. And then leaves, nobody bothers a man on a break. Bass beneath the side door, humming for his sake. Hold the whole thing till the 5 is up. That's the only lifted cup. Sub hums low through a propped open door, low and quieter than before. Feel the room let go some more. Taught it to me at a funeral, honestly, and to me wanna say you don't have to light it. Best thing anyone gave me in that season. Stood in the parking lot with an unburnt reason. Went back, could endure another hour. Paper in a pocket, that's the power. If you're at a thing where the room is too full, or your face has been holding for a very long pull, you don't need advice, you need a reason to go. An unlit thing in your hand is enough for the show. Step out, nobody will know. Nobody smokes it, and it saved his whole life.
behind the wheel is ancient. Operator's a man who's extremely patient with the machine. It stalls twice an hour. Everybody panics and then everybody's power. Listen fine, it starts again in a minute. That's the whole ride, the stalls, what's in it? We got the top and the thing went quiet. Whole fair below us like a very small riot. Of light and grease, somebody's crying, baby. Up here it's silent in a way that's not shady. Just still, she said, I hope it stays broken. And I said, me too, and that was all that got spoken. Wheel stops, the wheel stays down. Everything below is sound. Not a fear and not a weight. Just a car above the state. Ferris wheel stall, hanging in the air. Everything important down, there is nobody's affair. Up here nobody's paging, I said nobody can. Base beneath the fairground, thin as a thread of sand. Stay in the whole style till the motor kicks in. That's the only place I've been. Sub hums low from the ground below. Low and faint in the afterglow. Feel the whole fair let you go. Started it again after 4 full minutes. Everybody cheered and I honestly wasn't in it. Wanted more, came down and the fare was just noisy. Bought a corn dog and I ate it feeling choosy. About what's worth the money at a place like that. 4 minutes at the top, that's the fact. And if you're ever stuck at the top of a thing, an elevator, a delay in the spring of your plans, that's not lost time, that's a gift. Nobody can reach you, nothing has to shift. Stay up, let it drift. Stay up there, let it drift. Stall on the Ferris wheel and in control. Everything suspended up, there came down with a bolt. Back into the noise and I carried the quiet pace beneath the midway under all the riot. Take a whole 4 minutes, they were free. That's the only stop for me. We came down and I'm still up there. To work by if you've done it long enough. Securities on a lot full of nothing. 40 acres, 16 cameras and one man walking it. That man is me. 11 to 7 and there's nothing to see. That's a job, then nothing is a product. Everything quiet means I did it correct. Learn every crack in this pavement by feel. Know which light flickers, know which gate's really locked and which one just looks it. Nobody trains you for that, you just book it. In your body over 400 nights. Soul place lives in me, that's the right. Half moon up, the lot goes blue. Nothing here for me to do. Not a boredom, not a waste. Just an acre and a pace. Half moon shift, walking through the dark. Everything I'm guarding out here doesn't leave a mark on anybody's day, and that's the whole point. Base beneath the loading dock, easing every joint. Walk through 40 till the sun comes back. That's the only beating track. Sub hum of
Thursday and he asked what to look for. I told him look for different, he said different how. Said you'll know in a year, and he thought I was dodging. I wasn't, that's the actual lodging of the knowledge. It's a year of the same. Then one night something's off, that's a game. And if you've got a job that produces no evidence, we're doing it perfectly. Looks like negligence to anybody watching. Then nothing is the proof. Every quiet morning is a hole in the roof. There you pass, that's the truth. Shift under half moon, ending with the light. Everything that didn't happen happened right. Nobody thanks a man for a night that stayed calm. Base beneath the guard shack, warm in my palm. Take the whole 40, I walked every foot. That's the only thing I put. Half a moon setting. The sun took the shift. The sign says pool closes at 10. The gate has never locked. Two-story motel off an exit with nothing. Pool in the middle with a light underneath. I'm in turquoise at midnight and completely deserted. Water's not warm and it's not been converted into anything nice. That's the whole appeal. Nobody's here, that's the actual deal. Drove 11 hours and I could have kept going. Stop 'cause I saw that blue light going from the road. Some things pull you over highway. It has nothing to do with the bed or a hallway. Floated on my back at 1:15. Whole trip existed for that, that's the run. Gate creaks, the light stays on. Nobody knows that I'm gone. Not a guest and not a thief, just a body in relief. Motel pool hours, blue against the dark. Everything I drove through today's parked out in the lot. Not in me, for 20 minutes nothing follows. Base beneath the pool deck, echo in the hollows. Float the whole hour till the chlorine wins. That's the only place it thins. Sub homo through the filters churn, blowing steady in the turn. For the whole highway unlearned. And came out of two with a towel and a nod. Got in the shallow and then floated odd and perfect. Neither of us spoke a word. Two strangers in a pool and it was not absurd. He left first, I stayed till my fingers went strange. Best $20 I spent on a range. And if you're driving through somewhere you'll never return to, if the whole day was a distance you had to get to the end of, stop at the blue light. It's not about swimming, it's about being nowhere with the water still brimming. 20 minutes, that's adrenaline. I was in the motel pool, ending at 3. Everything I carried in the got out of me. Nobody saw it and the water didn't care.
if you look at the cuffs, what you did and he noticed everything about me was extremely unnoticed. Still I asked for the number that I meant to ask. Voice did not shake, the hand did the task. He felt it, I know because he mentioned it after. Said you were nervous with the very small laughter. That wasn't cruel and I said obviously. And he said good, that means you wanted it properly. Gave me the number I asked for exactly. Nervous isn't weakness, that's the actual factually. Palm up, the grip stays firm. Everything I had to learn. Not a tale and not a shame. Just a body in the game. Palm sweat real, closing in the heat. Everything my body did betrayed me in that seat. Nobody cared and the number came through. Base beneath the ballroom in a low sticky blue. Shake the whole hand and let the sweat be seen. That's the only on machine. Someone's low through a windowless room. Low and thicker than the glue. Feel the whole deal make room. Told my mother that night and she cried a little. Said she never asked for a raise in the middle of 41 years, never once, not one time. Said the sweating would've stopped her, that's the crime of a generation. Taught the body is to tell. I told her the sweat is how he could tell I meant it well. And if your hands go wet when the stakes get high, if your voice holds fine but your palms will not comply, that's the one so weird when the stakes shall play. It's the one dumb thing I prefer. Nobody could ever there is this care. Go make the mesh. Deal made on palm sweat. Signed at 9:30. Everything my body leaked was proof the thing was mine to want. And I got it and I tried my hand after. Base beneath the elevator, quiet as laughter. Take the whole nervous is the actual proof. That's the only kind of truth. I shook his hand and my palm told the truth. I shook his hand and my palm told the truth.